Hi, I'm Marisa and founder of Alternative Education at Home, a roadmap for parents to take control of their child's education and leave a lasting legacy. After 15 years of home educating our two children, I have been surprised at the results. It is amazing the opportunity to be able to teach at home, mainly because of the free resources that are available for parents, and a lot of them, again, are free. And so even if you taught just using the internet, I kid you not, you can teach your children at home. It's amazing. I know a lot of the challenges that parents are facing out there. As a parent, I know the challenges that you're facing. Maybe you don't like the behaviors that you're seeing in your children. You don't like the attitudes that they're taking home from school. Maybe there's bullying happening or school violence that you're seeing. Or maybe for some of you, it's the high tuition costs. And for those of you who have young children, maybe it's the cost of tuition for preschool or daycare. Or maybe it's just the fact it's hard to drop your child off for 7 or 8 hours knowing that you're no longer going to be the influence during that time. And, I'm here to tell you that especially at that age where the kids are moldable and flexible and just curious all the time and so desiring to learn, you can teach them. Those were actually some of the most fondest memories, was when I was teaching our children during their early years. So much fun. Because, how hard is it to teach the alphabet or their numbers or colors? And we did it just going on field trips. They would love and look forward to field trips, and yet we learned so much. We learned all our subject matter in one field trip. I've been educating for the last 15 years, and it has been a tough journey, I will tell you. There's a lot of research involved and on the phone and just gathering the facts and trying to get it all right. If I were to really turn back the clock, I think that was the mistake I made. I just needed to relax and keep things really simple. I wouldn't have overdone it with all this curriculum and books and materials. I would have just had more fun with them. Especially even in the older years, I was just so afraid that I wasn't teaching them and that I wasn't getting it all right, not realizing that all my kids really wanted was just me, just time with me, just to know that I was available for them when they had a question or if they just wanted to talk. That's all they wanted. And the learning would come. The fact that I was able to give them all the time in the world to pursue their passions, that was the true reward, because I now have a 15-year-old who's had 2 successful online businesses and makes a regular monthly income and does quite well and is just doing what he loves. And to see him do that every day, and he tells me, "It's not work, Mom. I'd do it even if I wasn't paid." And then I have a daughter who has just really high academic standards for herself and has done quite well. She'll be graduating in the spring with both her associate's degree and her high school diploma, and she has a 4.0 GPA, and she'll be the first to tell you she's no brainiac. She just works really hard. But that was always the goal when I was teaching, was to make sure they worked hard and did their best, and to make sure that the quality of their work was of excellence, And then, of course, throughout the day, I would teach them chores and responsibilities and daily routines and habits, and that took me years. It's still a learning period for us, and they're in their teen years. You never quite get that right anyway, and so even I'm an adult, so, it's a constant learning, but the ability to be able to learn at the comfort of your own home and with a parent as a teacher, what else can you offer your kids? That's like buried treasure, isn't it? And so I just encourage you and I invite you to consider your options. And the question really isn't, does homeschooling work? The question is, can teaching at home work for your family? That's the ultimate question. And I hope to be able to help you move in that direction and to consider all your options before you make that major decision that could affect not only your children's lives, but it could transform your very own. I invite you to sign up for free emails and blogs and podcasts and upcoming webinars with parents who've traveled the same journey as I and are anxious to share with you their stories of success and failures. That's one thing you're going to hear from me are my mistakes, and I don't want you to make the same ones. I want to shorten the learning curve for you as you travel this amazing adventure. And so sign up now and get on the list and start receiving our stuff right away. And I can't wait to hear from you. Post a comment on what you think of this video. I'd love to hear from you and answer any questions that you might have. And until we meet again, I'm Marisa. Been there, done it, and so can you.